employees pleading for their help. Shares of CVS are down more than 5% today. Procter & Gamble is having its own problems. The company behind Pampers, Bounty, and Tide posted a second quarter of sluggish sales growth, dragged down by weakness in its beauty and baby care lines. There's another takeaway. The company says it will not be lowering prices. The S&P is on track for a sixth straight week of gains. Markets are up between 0.1% and 0.7%. One of the big gainers today is Netflix. After adding 5 million subscribers and reporting earnings and revenue that beat expectations, shares of Netflix up 10% today. I'm Nancy Lyons, Bloomberg Radio.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and that means there's no better time than now to educate yourself on preventing, finding, and treating breast cancer. Visit Olympic Medical Center's online health library to answer questions like, what should I know about mammograms? Does my family history put me at risk for breast cancer? And what questions should I ask my doctor? Find answers to these questions and more at olympicmedical.org/breastcancer.
It's National Kerastan Month at McCrory Carpet One. When you choose Kerastan flooring, you choose timeless pieces that fit perfectly within your home, flawlessly crafted for long-lasting beauty. And when you pair Kerastan with expert installation from McCrory Carpet One, you have flooring that stands the test of time. During Kerastan Month, you'll find the biggest Kerastan savings of the year, with prices starting at just $2.99 a square foot for carpet and $4.99 a square foot for LVP. National Kerastan Month at McCrory Carpet One, going on now.
Newsradio KONP, traffic and roads.
Right, up to Clallam Transit Dispatch Center we go. That's where Karen's standing by with an eye on the roads during this noon hour for us. Good afternoon, Karen.
Good afternoon. Yeah, the traffic looks like it might be a little bit heavy due to the noon time traffic, which we usually have every day. But I haven't had any reported issues or problems in our area. The Hood Canal Bridge is open, vehicle traffic, with no scheduled closures at this time. All of our Clallam Transit buses, they are on their regular routes. And for ferry information, go to your Washington State DOT website for real-time info. This is Karen live at Clallam Transit for KONP.
I thank Karen. Just checked as well. No problems reported on any of the ferry routes so far today on this Friday. That's a good thing. Lots of clouds across the peninsula right now. It's 48 in Port Townsend at the east end. Also 48 out west at Forks. In Sequim, now at 50. It's 48 in downtown Port Angeles, and out at Fairchild Airport, they're checking in at 50 degrees.
A Better Life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
What factors determine if someone is going to tell you the truth or tell you a lie? Well, a few things. For starters, who lies? Just about everyone. Of course, some people lie more than others. Where are people most likely to lie? In situations where you're not likely to come back with the receipts. In other words, you're more likely to lie face-to-face or on the phone as opposed to in a text message or an email that someone can pull up later. According to Christian B. Miller, author of Honesty, The Philosophy and Psychology of a Neglected Virtue, many lies occur in the heat of the moment. So when there's a delay in communication, like email, people tend to lie less often. People tell more everyday lies, like, hey, I love those cookies you made, to strangers. But when the stakes are higher, we lie more often to the people we love the most. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED in my 12 years of practice. But now you can get world-class care for ED 100% online by going to HIMSS.com. So what are you waiting for?
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to HIMSS.com/joy.
Hello, I'm Jerry Stewart, and this is One Moment in America. When our 13 colonies were still a part of England, a Professor Alexander Tyler wrote about the fall of great nations. Listen to this story. Before America was even a great nation, a Professor Alexander Tyler wrote about the fall of great nations, and here is what he concluded. He said, the average age of the world's greatest civilizations has been about 200 years, and these nations have progressed through the following sequences. From bondage to spiritual faith, from spiritual faith to great courage, from great courage to liberty, from liberty to abundance, from abundance to selfishness, from selfishness to complacency, complacency to apathy, apathy to dependency, and dependency back to bondage. Now, on that list, where is America today? Think about it. I'm Jerry Stewart, and that was One Moment in America.
If you've been hearing my radio programs now for the last 20 years, you know that I've been telling the true stories of those who have followed God's ways to make America the greatest nation in the world. So what's the latest? Well, we're now doing this nation-saving work full-time, and we need your help by becoming one of our ambassadors, subscribing to All We Have for just $5.95 per month. To get what? Number one, full access to our amazing website that is full of over 100 true stories to teach us with these stories how America is to act and operate. We also have lessons for all ages to teach us what we must do now, and our children, they will be our nation's leaders very soon. I will have live presentations online for you to hear, maybe even to participate. And when must this all get started? Now. Call our offices today at 817-995-6965 or go to our website at www.jerrystewartusa.com and email our office. God.
For the Washington State News Network, I'm Rob Francis. A former security guard at Green Hill School in Chehalis, the state's largest youth prison, is accused of sexually abusing an inmate. 31-year-old Michelle Goodman faces 3 counts of first-degree custodial sexual misconduct. Prosecutors say she groomed a 23-year-old male inmate for sex and engaged in sexual contact with him on multiple occasions. She's also facing a separate lawsuit from the inmate she is accused of abusing. It's day 4 of the search for 2 Navy crew members whose fighter jet crashed near Mount Rainier. Low visibility along with Rainier's terrain are creating issues for search teams. Officials revealed the wreckage of the EA-18G Growler is roughly 6,000 feet up in a steep, heavily wooded remote area on Rainier's east side. And the Whatcom County Gang and Drug Task Force, along with Bellingham Police, report a Blaine, Washington man is in jail after a major drug bust. Wednesday, law enforcement raided a Bellingham home and arrested Joshua Byram, along with large amounts of meth, fentanyl, drug-related tools, and cash. Officers also found an improvised explosive device inside the home, which is being processed by Bellingham Bomb Squad officers. For more on these stories and a number of others, you can download the Washington State News Network's mobile app free from the Google Play and the Apple stores. You can also visit our website anytime at WashingtonStateNews.net.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Another teenager fell victim to fake pills. Smells like big crime that needs to be stopped. Where are these pills coming from, and how are kids getting them? Right from under our noses, crooks are targeting kids on social media and selling them counterfeit pills that could seal their fate with a click of a button. It may seem harmless, maybe it doesn't even seem like a drug deal, but it definitely is. So before buying pills online, think about this. Should buying prescription pills be that easy? Think these pills are tested and safe? Think they're the same ones you get from a doctor? You know they're not. Did you know that many fake pills contain fentanyl? And an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. Listen, before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real. Brought to you by USPTO and the National Crime Prevention Council.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm John Scott. President Biden visits Germany. Correspondent Jennifer King reports.
In the twilight of his presidency, less than 3 weeks before the U.S. elections, President Biden is taking a victory lap in Germany before heading to Camp David later today. After a welcome ceremony at Bellevue Palace in Berlin, German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier awarded Biden the Order of Merit for his contribution to transatlantic relations. Also on the agenda, meetings with Chancellor Olaf Scholz, French President Emmanuel Macron, and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer to discuss Ukraine and the Middle East.
As Ukraine faces a tough winter, we must We must sustain our resolve, our effort, and our support.
I'm Jennifer King.
Also at townhall.com, the head of Ukrainian military intelligence has been quoted as saying 11,000 North Korean troops are currently training in Russia to join the fight against Ukraine.
The first 2,600 North Korean soldiers are preparing to reinforce the Russian army in Kursk, the Russian border region where a Ukrainian incursion has held since early August. The fighting has continued unabated while world leaders debate next steps.
BBC correspondent Charles Ledesma. The number of people casting ballots on the first day of early in-person voting in presidential battleground North Carolina exceeded the first day total 4 years ago, even as Hurricane Helene recovery continued in the mountains. The State Board of Elections said a record 353,166 people cast ballots statewide on Thursday. That's about 4,600 votes more than the number cast on the first day of early voting in October 2020. Stocks hanging around their records as they head toward another winning week. The Dow up 41 points, and the NASDAQ Composite adding 126. More at townhall.com.
Americans now have more credit card debt than at any time in history, owing a staggering $1.3 trillion collectively. What happens when most people can't pay their bills? Well, the U.S. economy is clearly moving into uncertain territory. That's why more Christians are turning to gold just for their peace of mind. I'm Lance Wallnow, Christian news analyst with a 30-year track record of predicting trends. The Bible tells us that gold is a time-tested store of value that can protect your God-given assets through almost anything, including America's historic debt bubble. And here's the good news. You can own gold through your 401k or IRA. My friends at Birch Gold Group can help you buy gold for your retirement account, tax-free and penalty-free. To learn more, text the word FAITH to 989898 for an info kit from Birch Gold that's entirely free, zero cost or obligation. Text that next step right now and take it. Text FAITH to the number 989898 for your free info kit. That's FAITH to 989898.
And in other news, Sydney Opera House was lit up with images of past royal tours as King Charles and Queen Camilla have touched down.
The King and Queen landed in Sydney as darkness fell and in torrential rain. The city's Opera House was lit up with images of the King's past royal visits as Prince of Wales, dating back to 1966. This is his first trip to Australia as monarch. At the airport, the royal couple were welcomed by Australia's Governor-General Sam Mostyn and the Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, who would like Australia to become a republic. But for the next few days, he will host a King and Queen.
BBC correspondent Daniela Ralph. French maritime authorities say a baby died and 65 people had to be rescued when a migrant boat sank while attempting to cross the English Channel toward Britain. It's been a terrible year for shipwrecks this year in the English Channel. Breaking news at townhall.com. A big issue for Coulson-branded fire pits.
Nearly 90,000 tabletop fire pits are being recalled after flame shooting out of them resulted in a handful of serious burn injuries. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the Coulson-branded fire pits, which are designed to hold fires by burning liquid alcohol, pose a flame-jetting hazard. That could happen when a user is refilling the container and fire flashes back and propels the burning alcohol. So far, there have been 19 burn injuries. Most of the fire pits under recall were sold at major retailers like Amazon.com, Wayfair, Walmart, and Sharper Image. I'm Shelley Adler.
It's called a Diablo wind, notorious in autumn for its hot, dry gust, and is expected to whip up across Northern California, causing humidity levels to drop and raising the risk of wildfires. Forecasters have issued red flag warnings. More on these stories at townhall.com. I'm John Scott.
This is the Newsradio KONP Noon Report.
Todd Ortloff in the KONP News Center. Here's a look at what's happening on this Friday, October 18th. A powerful atmospheric river set to drench western Washington starting this afternoon, bringing heavy rainfall that could impact the region through Sunday night. Now, the National Weather Service warning that areas like Neah Bay, Forks, and Quinault in the west end could see between 4 and 8 inches of rain by the end of the weekend. The Port Angeles Squim area could see up to 2 inches of rain over the next couple of of days. Forecasters warn that heavy rain will likely swell rivers and streams, especially areas prone to flooding, and travelers along Highway 101 in the West End and local roads urged to take it slow as ponding water is expected to occur as well. Port Angeles utility customers will see a bump in some of their rates next year. The city will increase water and wastewater rates starting January 1st, adding about $100 a year for most residential customers. City Council approving the hike in a 6-1 vote earlier this week, with Council member Brendan Meyer opposing it. City Finance Director Serena Carrizosa says water rates will rise a little over $6 per month, and wastewater will go up about $2 a month for the vast majority of customers. The residential water base rate will go up just under 15%, with commercial rates increasing up to 16%. Wastewater rates will rise about 1 to 2.5%. It's based on the pipe size.
It's always difficult to see these cost increases, but it's also really important to emphasize that staff has worked very hard to present rates that are as low as possible. And so I think that's reflected when you consider the significant inflationary impacts that we've seen over the last several years. We've done everything we can to lessen the increase to our customers, but we also do have a responsibility to ensure that the utility is solvent, safe, and in compliance.
Carrizosa stressed the importance of balancing affordability with growing expenses, noting that Port Angeles has the highest water rates among 15 comparable cities. She says the city continues to struggle with overall affordability compared to the comparable cities, and it's more than just utility rates.
And so though Port Angeles residents' household costs are amongst the lowest of our comparables, when we compare those costs to the percent of household income used for these expenses, Port Angeles is the fourth highest at 43%. And so this just really speaks to the affordability of our community. And so while we have done a great job at keeping our rates very low, especially as compared to other cities, our household income affordability to our residents is still a factor.
Low-income residents can apply for a 25 to 35% discount on utilities. The city will review other utility rates, including electric and solid waste, next fall. In other news, the city of Sequim closed the deal back in June to acquire 16.5 acres for a future park bordering the Olympic Discovery Trail along West Hendrickson. The land was purchased from the heirs of Ruth McCord. McCord had long envisioned a park on the land that would be inclusive to children and older people and would have a place that honored veterans as well. Sequim City Council member Kathy Downer proposed Monday night that the future park have a place set aside for Gold Star families and veterans. Downer suggested creating a public fundraising campaign to pay for it, then asked the city to come up with $5,000 in matching funds to help kick things off.
What I am envisioning is a very small memorial. I would like a little concrete around it. I would like a bench facing it. I would like a flagpole. I would like 2 veterans parking spots. And I think with the planning is so far out for this park right now that I think if we put our heads together as a group with input from the city administration, that we can put this on the master plan for that park.
The council unanimously approved the $5,000 matching fund for next year's budget. The land for the future park is currently under lease and will stay closed to the public as the city starts to get funding for the master plan. In the meantime, the city will host a dedication ceremony for the future park at 764 West Hendrickson. That's set for Friday, October 25th at 3 p.m. They ask that attendees follow the signs to the event parking if they're coming. Tomorrow, the city of Port Angeles, in partnership with program creator Paul Forrest, will host the second annual City Shade Street Tree Program distribution and community planting event. All those free trees that residents signed up for earlier this summer will be distributed and planted over the weekend. Up to 236 size-appropriate trees will be planted within public rights-of-way. The distribution event begins at 10 at City Hall's covered east entrance in the east parking lot off 5th Street, and all trees must be picked up by noon. Now, there'll be some opening remarks from some city officials and the creator of the program. And then something new this year, there will be some on-site registration and pickup available for the remaining 36 street trees available. Keep in mind, in order for city staff to ensure that they can verify eligibility at this event, all new registrants must be homeowners in the city. This is News Radio KONP.
Get ready to explore the wonders of mushrooms. The Olympic Peninsula Fungi Festival is back for its third year and is taking place October 17th through the 20th at Clallam County Fairgrounds in Port Angeles. Dive deep into the fascinating world of fungi with lectures from renowned experts, hands-on workshops, and guided forays that will take you through one of the most renowned ecosystems on Earth right here on the Olympic Peninsula. Whether you're a mushroom enthusiast or just curious, there's something for everyone. From gourmet mushroom cuisine to unique art and live music, the festival is packed with experiences that will inspire something new. And it's family friendly. Bring the whole crew to enjoy interactive displays, kids activities, and a full weekend of fun. Ticket packages include single day or weekend passes. Camping is also available. Don't wait. Find more information and grab your tickets today at opfungifestival.com. That's opfungifestival.com.
This season, beat the holiday rush and shop Astound.com for bigger deals, bigger savings, and bigger internet. For a limited time, get Astound Internet for only $20 a month for 2 years. Plus, add 5G unlimited Astound Mobile free for 12 months. Our award-winning fiber-powered internet can handle it all. Faster streaming, better gaming, and secure online shopping. Lock in bigger savings than ever before at Astound.com. Restrictions apply. See Astound.com for details.
Why wait until the end of the year for big savings at your local Coastal?
Coastal Farm and Ranch, we're just what the country needs.
Get an early start on Black Friday deals now at Coastal. Shop in-store or online from Wednesday, October 16th through Tuesday, the 22nd. And get 50% off any pair of jeans for the family when you buy a pair. Receive a free $15 gift card when you purchase $75 in Hills Cat Food. Be sure to look at the apparel section for new cold weather arrivals like winter boots and slippers, outerwear and bibs, winter gloves and hats, and of course hoodies for the entire family.
Coastal Farm and Ranch, we're just what the country needs.
Shop with us and catch amazing Black Friday deals early.
Get in on sweet fall savings in Victoria, BC with help from our friends at Blackball Ferry Line. It's the best rate of the year. And what better time to experience the changing of the seasons than with a getaway to visit our friends to the north. Stay in a spacious suite in downtown Victoria with ferry fare from only $109 USD per person, based on double occupancy. Valid on stays October 15th through November 30th. Visit cohoferry.com or call 877-386-2202 to book your fall getaway to Victoria, BC.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast, brought to you by All Weather Heating and Cooling. Cloudy this afternoon with a chance for isolated showers. High at 55, winds out of the northeast, 8 to 15 miles per hour. Cloudy skies expected again tonight. Isolated rain showers likely, 47. Isolated rain showers likely tomorrow. Daytime highs approaching 61. Cloudy skies. Heavy rain likely Sunday. Isolated rain showers likely on Monday. Taking a look at the extended forecast, 50 Tuesday, 51 Wednesday, and 53 on Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Right now, 50.
And a reminder, high school football tonight, we're going to be bringing you the Squim Olympic game. 5:30 airtime for our pregame show. Kickoff right about 6:30. Ole Archibald and the crew will have the game for you here. With the rest of the sports, here's Robert Workman's take on that.
American League Championship Series in Cleveland, the Guardians bounced back to top the Yankees 7-5 in 10 innings for their first win in the series. Cleveland took a 3-1 lead into the 8th and brought in closer Emmanuel Clase for a 4-out save. But Aaron Judge greeted Clase with a homer to right that tied the game, and next man up, Giancarlo Stanton, followed with a shot to center. New York tacked on another run in the top of the 9th and went to their closer, Luke Weaver. Rookie Jhonkensy Noel gave the fans a big Christmas present, a 2-run pinch hit homer to tie the game. The Yankees stranded 2 runners in the top of the 10th before David Fry ended it with a 2-run tater.
I still don't know how Jhonkensy hit a homer off that guy. That was such a cool at bat. I mean, what a win. That was fun.
The Yankees still lead the series 2-1. In the NLCS in New York, the Dodgers drubbed the Mets 10-2 for a 3-1 series edge. Shohei Ohtani and Mark Vientos traded first-inning dingers. Then it was all blue. Tommy Edman drove in 3 with a pair of doubles, and Mookie Betts added a homer and 4 RBI.
That's the beauty of our team. It can change, but whoever's in the lineup is good.
and they're going to follow the plan. They want to win.
New York went 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position and stranded 12. Today, the Dodgers go for the clincher against the Mets in the late afternoon game, while the Yankees and Guardians play in primetime. NFL, the Broncos stampeded over the Saints 33-10 to kick off Week 7. Sean Payton's new team beating his old one, where he coached for 15 years. Sunday gets going early with the Patriots and the Jaguars in the last of the London games. The feature game of the day is the Super Bowl rematch between the Chiefs and the 49ers in Santa Clara. College football Week 8 tonight, number 2 Oregon is at Purdue. Saturday, top-ranked Texas hosts number 5 Georgia. NHL, Artemi Panarin's hat trick led the Rangers to a 5-2 win over the Red Wings. Lightning got 2 late goals to zap the Golden Knights and improved to 3-0, one of 3 remaining unbeaten teams. Capitals shaded the Stars, ending Dallas's 4-0 start. Canucks get their first win of the season, beating the Panthers in overtime. That's Friday Sports.
I'm Steve Theringer, and it's been an honor to be your state representative, working with you to fund education, strengthening the healthcare system, making investments in our ports and parks, promoting new forest products. We need to improve access to healthcare, improve long-term care, protect our environment while growing our economy. By working together at the state and local level, we can build thriving communities to help our families flourish. I ask for your vote to continue working with you to make the Olympic Peninsula an even better place to live. Paid for by Theringer for State Representative, Democrat.
Hello, this is Amanda Huff with Swim Valley and Harper Ridgeview Funeral Chapels. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about a new, exciting, and environmentally friendly development in the funeral industry. It's called natural organic reduction, or simply terramation. Perhaps you've heard of it. Terramation is a process in which the body, after death, is returned to the earth in a carbon-neutral, eco-friendly manner. The process takes place in a controlled environment, and all that remains is a natural, odorless, compost-like material. If you'd like more information about terramation and advanced planning, call us today at Harper Ridgeview in Port Angeles or Swim Valley Chapel and Swim, and one of our knowledgeable and caring funeral professionals will assist you in answering your questions. Harper Ridgeview and Swim Valley Funeral Chapels, because your loved ones deserve the best.
It's Olympic Hot Tub's double rebate event. Get an instant factory rebate on a saltwater hot spring spa. Plus, we'll match the rebate for double the savings. Purchase by October 27th and save up to $4,000. OlympichotTub.com. Better you, better life.
The following is a paid advertisement.
This is Church Watch, brought to you by LutherCanon.com. While we are approaching what promises, or should we say threatens, to be one of the most important elections this country has ever faced. So what will we do about it, America? What about it, Olympic Peninsula? And what about you, Clallam County? I mean, this is where we live, right? Do we really want to see our towns continue to decay? That's right, I said decay. The crime, injustice, homelessness, drugs, immorality, remember that word? It's still in the dictionary, and it's definitely still in our Bibles. More than 63 million abortions in this nation have cried out to heaven. Broken marriages, the incredible dangers that have come through our borders. Need I say more? I don't think so. We're all aware, or at least should be, of the danger this country is in. Families, and especially youth, are being destroyed here. If we don't begin to wake up, it's going to be game over. We may not be able to rescue America at this point, but we can certainly rescue this peninsula area. This is not really about an election. It's about us. Our problems have moved way beyond politics to solve. This is going to take the intervention of God. We need to lay aside all excuses and begin to pray and repent. Right now, humility, repentance, and serious prayer are far better than a voting ballot. It's clearly time for all believers in Jesus Christ, in and out of the church, to begin to come together and pray. Small gatherings and large, in homes, churches, businesses, etc. From now to the end of October, this will be the message of Church Watch. Until then, can we do this? I certainly hope so. America, America, God shed his grace on thee. For Church Watch, this was Gordon Haddon.
The preceding was a paid advertisement.
Got an event? Make it special with live classic hits from Black Diamond Junction. The band voted best on the peninsula the past 7 years in a row.
We hired BDJ for our anniversary party. Their classic hits were so good and kept all generations of our guests dancing.
What a great band and the best entertainers. We had them for an event and won't hesitate to bring them back again. No question.
BDJ made our annual family and friends party the best ever. So professional and great to work with.
Get more info at blackdiamondjunction.com or Black Diamond Junction on Facebook and Instagram.
Newsradio KONP Business.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Just minutes to go ahead of Wall Street's closing bell. We could see another record closing high for the Dow and maybe the S&P 500, but just barely. Right now, the Dow is down 1 point. The NASDAQ is up 0.2%. The S&P 0.3% higher. Among the big gainers, shares of Netflix soaring up 11% after adding another 5 million subscribers over the summer's third quarter. Shares of CVS, though, down more than 5%. The drugstore chain ousting its CEO amid slumping sales at those stores and a falling share price. Oil back below $70 a barrel, posting its largest weekly decline in more than a year. This comes as the U.S. pushes Israel and Palestinian authorities on peace talks. And a new survey from Turkey giant Butterball finds that because of inflation, about 1 in 5 American families say they're going to buy fewer holiday-themed paper goods and decor this year. Also going to cut back on the number of side dishes they serve. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
Check the traffic again next, brought to you by Angela's Furniture and Leeds Farm Supply.
Angela's Furniture is celebrating a new season with huge savings. Stop by and browse our sale on our Stressless collection. You'll save 10% on all Stressless furniture with no qualifying purchase necessary. Check out the Stressless Fiona with wood arms or the Stressless Mayfair Signature in all Paloma leather colors. Stressless by Eckernes is the most innovative and comfortable furniture available. Check out the sale savings now, only at Angela's Furniture.
It's the end of summer blowout extravaganza at Leeds Farm Supply, Friday and Saturday, October 18th and 19th.
Meet reps from some of the industry's leaders in tools, tractors, and gatekeepers. Meet the reps from Bad Boy while shopping the hugely discounted tractors and mowers. Gravely Mower reps will be there, as well as the lowest prices of the season. Milwaukee Tools will be on sale with a rep on hand, and Ghost Fencing will have huge discounts and a rep there too.
Leeds Farm Supply and Equipment Sales, end of summer blowout extravaganza, October 18th and 19th. Don't miss it.
Newsradio KONP, traffic and roads.
Up to Clallam Transit Dispatch Center now. That's where Karen's standing by with an eye on the noontime traffic for us. Good afternoon, Karen.
Good afternoon. Yeah, the traffic looks like it might be a little bit heavy due to the noontime traffic, which we usually have every day. But I haven't had any reported issues or problems in our area. The Hood Canal Bridge is open, vehicle traffic with no scheduled closures at this time. All of our Clallam Transit buses, they are on their regular routes. And for ferry information, go to your Washington State DOT website for real-time info. This is Karen live with Clallam Transit for KONP.
Hey, thanks, Karen. A remarkable use of artificial intelligence has provided hope for people suffering from ALS. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the story of one woman speaking up for those in need of a voice.
April types what she wants to say with her eyes, and the program generates a voice based on recordings taken from when she was able to speak. For April's kids, it means they get to hear a voice they thought they would never hear again.
Once upon a time, in a small coastal town by the sea,
April sharing her story, told in her own voice.
Despite the difficulties I face, I am determined to keep fighting for my family.
April's condition requires around-the-clock care, but technology is really improving her quality of life.
Reports of the death of the U.S. Postal Service may have been premature. ABC's Jim Ryan says a new survey finds Gen Z feeling nostalgic about snail mail.
There's no denying that email has largely edged out the paper kind. But among consumers in their teens and 20s, says Nick Spitzman of Stamps.com.
It's almost a resurgence of physical things that once upon a time used to be very normal in our lives, and we would expect Gen Z not to have that, but they still do.
A survey by Stamps.com finds that nearly half of younger Americans mail at least one letter or card per month. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
Peter Frampton will be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Saturday. The induction will be held at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, with the ceremony streaming live on Disney Plus starting at 7 Eastern Time. Frampton, who's been eligible for the Hall since 1997, tells ABC he's still surprised that he's been chosen for induction.
I never expect anything, in my life. I've just put my head down and worked. And those accolades that have come my way are always unexpected and very welcome, obviously. So I didn't quite realize how many people out there wanted me almost more than I did to be in the Hall of Fame. So that's what blew me away. It was amazing.
Peter Frampton. Let's get a Consumer Tech Minute next from Kim Commando.
If you find yourself in a lawsuit in need of an expert witness, here's why your expert should never use an AI chatbot. I'm Kim Commando for Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Accelerate your AI workload today. Take a free test drive at oracle.com/Kim. During a real estate lawsuit in New York this week, an expert witness was testifying how much money his clients should be paid for damages in a deal gone bad. The judge interrupted to ask exactly how the so-called expert arrived at his conclusions. Under oath, the embarrassed expert had no choice but to reveal that he used Microsoft's Copilot AI chatbot. Then came the killer question. Well, where did the chatbot get its information? Most chatbots won't say because almost always the answers were stolen from copyrighted sources. Without being able to tell the court the source of the facts, a case will collapse, and this one did. The lesson, always verify any and all chatbot answers before AI embarrasses you, because it will. Enter to win an iPhone 16 now at winfromkim.com. AI might be the most important new computer technology ever. It's storming every industry, and literally billions of dollars are being invested. So buckle up. The problem is that AI needs a lot of speed and processing power. So how do you compete without costs spiraling out of control? It's time to upgrade to the next generation of the cloud. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, or OCI. OCI is a single platform for your infrastructure, database, application development, and AI needs. OCI has 4 to 8 times the bandwidth of other clouds, offers one consistent price instead of variable regional pricing, and of course, nobody does data better than Oracle. So now you can train your AI models at twice the speed and less than half the cost of other clouds. If you want to do more and spend less like Uber, 8x8, and Databricks Mosaic, take a free test drive of OCI at oracle.com/Kim. That's oracle.com/Kim, oracle.com/Kim.
Have you ever had a real panic attack? Well, let me tell you, they're scary. I've had one. We'll talk more about panic attacks after this.
States where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Meet Brian. He just got $5,000, and it was pretty easy. I'll tell you how in 10 seconds. Brian needed cash help. After being rejected by banks, he tried 27cash.com. Told them how much he needed, even let them know he had bad credit. In minutes, 27cash.com found a lender who deposited $5,000 into his bank account the very next day. If you need cash help, even if you have bad credit, go to 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
Offer not valid in all states or where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Honey, the credit card bill came, and we're maxed out.
Maxed out cards, rent is due. We need cash help.
We should go to 57cash.com.
With our bad credit?
57cash.com helps all credit types. They partner with over 100 lenders to help even people with bad credit get approved for up to $10,000. And cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
Wow. When you need cash help, go to 57cash.com. 57cash.com.
Panic attacks take you by surprise. They're unexpected, recurring periods of intense fear. They come on suddenly, sometimes from a particular trigger, and reach a peak within minutes, sometimes even seconds. What do you feel during a panic attack? Any of these signs: racing or pounding heartbeat, uncontrollable sweating or trembling, feeling like you're choking, or that you've lost control of yourself. The biggest fear of people with panic attacks: will they experience their next one, and when? Panic attacks are such a terrible experience that most people go out of their way to avoid places, people, or situations that tend to trigger their attacks. But other than avoidance, there are some good therapies that can actually help. Talk to your doctor. With Your Body, I'm ABC's Dr. Jennifer Ash.
National Karastan Month is underway now at McCrory Carpet One, offering the biggest savings of the year on Karastan flooring, with prices starting at just $2.99 a square foot for carpet and $4.99 a square foot for LVP. If you desire timeless flooring for your home or business, Karastan flooring is flawless, long-lasting, and made for a life lived beautifully. Right now, get 12 months of 0% financing OAC. When it comes to the perfect flooring, there's no better combo than Karastan and my friends at McCrory Carpet One.
Lockett wide to the far side. JSN. He gets the throw near side. Turns outfield. Got a marker. Touchdown! Seahawks!
The Seahawks are back on the road to battle Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons. Join Steve Rabel and Dave Wyman this Sunday. Pre-game at 9 a.m. Kickoff at 10. Right here on the Seahawks Radio Network.
Four-man rush. Geno sets. He throws downfield. He's got Lockett. Lockett makes the catch. Touchdown! Seahawks! Holy catfish!
Online at myclallamcounty.com. News Radio KONP, Port Angeles, Squim, a Radio Pacific station.
From ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. The race for the White House locked on Michigan today. Vice President Kamala Harris in Grand Rapids for a rally urging people to get out the vote.
18 days left in one of the most consequential elections of our lifetime.
Also taking verbal jabs at rival Donald Trump following reports that the former president has canceled some interviews due to exhaustion.
If you are exhausted on the campaign trail, it raises real questions about whether you are fit for the toughest job in the world.
Trump also campaigning in Michigan and denying those reports.
Today I was at Fox and Friends at 7 in the morning. I then went to 2 different other appearances. I then made about 15 phone calls. I've gone 48 days now without arrest.
The former president and members of his family now being accused by Democrats of overcharging the Secret Service while they provided protection at his former D.C. hotel.
The report from Democrats on the House Oversight Committee accuses the former president of using the Secret Service as his own personal government ATM, charging the agency more than 3 times the standard government per diem rate at the D.C. hotel he once owned. The report says Qatari royalty and a Chinese coal company paid far less than the Secret Service on the same nights. Democrats allege the arrangement violated the Constitution's bar on presidents taking emoluments or payments from the government other than their salaries.
ABC's Stephen Portnoy. Renewed calls for a ceasefire in Gaza after Israeli forces killed Hamas's top leader, Yahya Sinwar. National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby says it carves out a new path for talks.
Sinwar was the main obstacle to getting a ceasefire done. Every time his political advisors we'd negotiate with and through them to come up with a proposal. It would have to get to him. Of course, that took time because of the communications challenges, and then he would just refute it.
You're listening to ABC News.
This statement has not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
When it comes to my lifestyle and diet, I don't always make the smartest choices.
Touchdown! Woo! Hey, how about another round and some more chips?
But when it comes to taking care of my liver, I do make one very smart choice. Active liver tablets from New Nordic. I used to have real issues with my liver, and at my last checkup, my doc was concerned about my numbers. But since adding a once-a-day active liver tablet, my gut's better, I feel great, and my doctor's happy. I ask a lot of my liver, so the least I can do to say thanks is a daily dose of Active Liver.
You ask a lot of your liver, so give it the support it needs with Active Liver. You can find Active Liver at Amazon.com, or for a volume discount, visit NewNordicUSA.com. Go to new, NORDICUSA.com, Amazon, or ask for Active Liver at your local CVS. New year, new you, New Nordic.
3 Americans and 2 other foreigners have been detained in Venezuela for an alleged plot to destabilize the country. Venezuelan officials have not provided proof to back those allegations. Rates of obesity and severe obesity increased dramatically in kids and teens over the past 2 decades. According to the CDC, obesity among people 2 to 19 years old increased from 13.9% to 21.1% between 1999 and 23. Much of California under extreme fire warnings because of dry conditions and high winds.
In Santa Rosa, where the deadly Tubbs fire burned in 2017, killing 22 people, the current weather is a scary reminder.
It just brings back the memories of the night before the Tubbs fire. Absolutely. I think everyone who lived here knows that.
Pacific Gas and Electric has shut off the power to some areas of Sonoma and Napa counties to prevent wildfires in case lines come down in the wind. Many have their go kits ready in case they have to leave.
That has all of our supplies.
Alex Stone, EBC News.
A rare copy of the U.S. Constitution that was sent to the 13 states for ratification has sold for $9 million in North Carolina. The document was found inside a filing cabinet at a property once owned by a former North Carolina governor. Only 8 copies of the document are known to exist. The one that just sold is the only known privately held copy. Michelle Franzen.
I've spent 34 years as a local electrical contractor, acting as your agent with the PUD. I'm Ken Simpson, and I'm running for Clallam County PUD Commissioner. I'm proud to have worked alongside the great women and men of the PUD to bring your home or business the power you need. I appreciate your vote, and I'll continue working to keep your lights on for you.
This ad paid for by Ken Simpson for PUD Commissioner.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza. Thank you.
But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too high. Yeah, we've all been there. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
KONP News brought to you by RE/MAX Evergreen Real Estate. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. 457-6600. Powerful atmospheric river setting up to drench western Washington starting Friday through Sunday. In fact, parts of the coastal areas of the Olympic Peninsula could get 6 to 8 inches by the end of the weekend. Port Angeles utility customers will see a bump in some of their rates next year. The city increasing water and wastewater rates starting in January, adding about $100 a year for most residential customers. The city will review other utility rates, including electric and solid waste rates, next fall.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast, brought to you by Olympic Game Farm. High at 55 this afternoon, under overcast skies with a chance for isolated rain showers, winds out of the north, 8 to 15 miles per hour. Cloudy skies tonight, isolated rain showers likely, lows around 47. Overcast skies tomorrow, isolated rain showers likely, highs around 61. Upper 50s Sunday with heavy rain likely. Cooler Monday with highs in the low 50s and scattered showers possible. Taking a look at the extended forecast, 50 Tuesday, 51 Wednesday, and 53 on Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Right now, 52.
You're my honey bun, sugar plum, pumpy pumpkin. You're my sweetie pie. You're my cupcake, gumdrop, snickums, spickums. You're the apple of my eye. And I love you so, and I want you to know that I'll always be right here. And I love to sing 3 songs to you because you are so dear.
Oh, I just feel like rocking a baby listening to that.
Welcome to the Girl Friday show on KONP, which means it is Friday. And the reason we have the Cuppy Cake song to start is because it's National Chocolate Cupcake Day. And we're going to be talking about all things sweet today. Did you get your cupcake? There's cupcakes in the back.
I'm the one that took the half.
I haven't even been back there.
Oh, it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious.
Okay, good. Well, my friend, Haley, who works at QFC, texted me. She's like, I got your message. I don't have specific of these unicorn pics.
Right.
But I do have some unicorns. I was like, as long as there's unicorns and sprinkles, they'll know it's from me.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Amanda Bacon, Miss Unicorn to you, who know me. And I am here with my beloved Stephanie Ray, who is over yonder, now that the camera's on you.
Just call me Cupcake.
Cupcake.
You know, that is a term for a woman. I mean, it's not the one that I want, but if you look it up, it's a term for a attractive woman. I'm not calling myself that, but I'm saying that's
Really?
what. Yes, if you look it up, what is a cupcake when referring to a female?
Did you notice that I had no idea because that's never happened to me?
Oh no, never. It's okay. Let me just say it's never happened to me either. But when you were saying your name was Unicorn, I'm like, well, I need a name, and it just came out, and then I went, oh, whoops.
I actually sent that song to somebody a couple weeks ago because we were having a discussion about cupcakes.
Did you get hearts back in return?
I think
Cute
I got
little hearts and
maybe a little
babies.
A cute face with a puke emoji, maybe.
Oh my gosh, it
No,
is a
I'm
little.
just
It
joking.
is
It's
a little
so sweet.
sickeningly sweet. It's
so
cute.
Sweet. The
It's
Girl
cute.
Friday Show brought to you each and every Friday by our friends over at Kokopelli and Hook and Line, who probably are still hoping the dust is settling from an incredible crab fest.
Man.
Also brought to us by our friends at Fogtown Coffee. Now, if you're watching us on the interwebs, you'll notice that my coffee is in my tumbler because I love drinking out of my hot pink tumbler.
And mine is in my cup, cold by now, because I've had it for an hour and a half, but I had to save some for the show, to show you.
I've got the white chocolate cream de mints today.
Have to do that. I like. Oh, my daughter would do that when she was young. She would really emphasize that.
Yeah.
What I have today.
I want to know why your daughter knows what cream de mints is at such a young age.
It wasn't the it was
Stephanie.
It was a different word, but it had a TH, and she wasn't pronouncing it right, so I made her repeat it over and over. Someday I'll show you the video. I have a vanilla sauce butter pecan latte with oat milk.
Oh,
doesn't that sound
that
decadent?
sounds good.
Decadent. It is so good.
It sounds like fall in a cup.
You know, Maddie comes up with the very best creations.
Truly.
We love her.
Stephanie, are you ready to tell people what's going on this week?
I guess it is my one job.
You're going to do it swimmingly. Here we go.
It's time to find out what's going on this weekend in our area. Sponsored by Field Arts and Events Hall. From ball caps to ball gowns, Field Hall is entertainment for all.
So let's just start right off with Field Hall. I want to mention this. We talked about it last week. We actually gave away some tickets. Tonight at 7 o'clock, you can go and see Mummenschanz. It's their 50th year anniversary production. If you want to know exactly what they are, it's a little hard to explain. Go and just Google Mummenschanz. Mummen.
Mummenschanz.
Oh, it's Chance?
Mm-hmm.
Did you actually?
I actually looked it up.
Because you needed to know. So
Yes, I did.
don't feel so stupid. Mummenschanz.
Yeah, spelled exactly how it sounds.
Could be chance or chance.
I'm kidding. It doesn't look
pants.
like anything.
Yeah,
It's like a bunch of vowels and
my
and
message to you was
mashed together.
Mum and something or other.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mum and Shapoopy.
It's their 50-year anniversary production. It's a Swiss multi-award-winning troupe. They're going to take the audience on a journey of imagination and poetry. The picture that Field Hall has on their website is a picture of them with. They have hats with toilet paper on them. I don't know what that whole skit is about, but they take everyday objects and give them a new lease of life, is what the description says. So check out this lively, humorous, full of affection, and brimming with imagination troupe. Go on Field Hall Arts and Events website, and you can still get tickets. Tomorrow we have the Celebration of Shadows. It's the free fall festival, family-friendly evening with a pumpkin walk and contest through Webster's Woods, food and drink, spooky stories in the courtyard with the Port Angeles Library, an evening to visit Sparks of Connection and storytelling. It's presented by the Port Angeles Fine Arts Center, so you can find out more at pafac.org. And they have pumpkin carving.
Well, and that's our guest today, is the Port Angeles Fine Arts Center. Did you just now put that together?
Nope, I put it together, but you told me that Port Angeles Fine Arts Center was coming.
Yeah.
And now that I'm reading this.
Yeah. We're going to learn more about it in a little bit when Rachel comes in.
I saw your little hand go up.
Yeah. Excuse me, teacher.
Well, and I'm looking at this and I'm going, this is so cool. And I even know the person on the flyer.
Aww.
She's precious. It's a friend of mine's daughter. Absolutely precious. I'm very excited to talk to her.
Rachel's awesome.
The Bewitching Tea and Silent Auction is happening tomorrow from 1 to 3. The Seroptimus International Port Angeles Jet Set is putting this on in the Port Angeles Naval Elks Lodge Ballroom. Fundraiser supporting awards and scholarships to women and girls in our community. They'll have fantastic food, tea, and other libations, entertainment, a costume contest. So go in your costume. If you got your Halloween costume already, go in your costume. And they'll have an auction and raffle items. Again, that's at the Naval Elks Lodge, downtown Port Angeles. It is a Bewitching Tea and Silent Auction. If you're looking for some music tomorrow, our friends Bread and Gravy are going to be at the Port Angeles Eagles Club from 6:30 to 9:30.
Love them.
We do love them. They're very busy for the next week.
Yeah, they are.
Because also at Field Hall Arts and Events Center, they are doing the Open Mic Monday. They welcome you to share your talent on the Sunset Lounge stage for Open Mic Monday, hosted by Bread and Gravy. The Sunset Bar and Lounge opens to the public at 5. We'll serve dinner and drinks throughout the event. Sign up for Open Mic begins at 6 and it starts at 6:30. It's a free all ages event. This is all ages. Is really cool, not just adults. No RSVP or ticket required. I love free. It's really cool when a facility like that does a free show of some sort.
Yeah.
And then you can go on their website again to find out more details on that. That's very cool. Bread and Gravy is doing so much this week. Let's see. And we've been talking about this a lot on KONP. Churchill, we had an interview with him, right?
Yeah.
Todd did.
He'll be on again next week. He'll be in studio next week as Churchill.
That's really cool.
It's going to be very cool.
So on the
TO show.
So on the 22nd, which is Tuesday, that's when his show happens. The JFFA is presenting this show starring David Payne. The sometimes touching and funny, always engaging one-man show. Veteran British actor David Payne brings Churchill to life on stage. It's the audience opportunity to spend an evening with one of the greatest historical figures in the world. So again, this show is Tuesday from 7 to 9 at Field Hall and put on by the Wanda Fuca Foundation for the Arts. So very cool. Go on their website and find out more about that. And then I'm going to bring these couple of things up because, they're between this show and our next show. Field Hall, again, next Wednesday brings us an event, Oktoberfest. It's the beer hall with Mighty Pine Brewing. That's the new brewery in town. Talked to them. Very, very nice people. Absolutely love them. They're inviting you to celebrate Oktoberfest. Dive into a 4-course tasting menu featuring fall flavors and fresh brews from Mighty Pine. It's, of course, a 21 and over event. An $80 admission includes a 4-course tasting menu for one and 4 beer pours. That's a lot of beer. Amanda's looking at me
I
like,
have no idea.
I don't know about beer. And for you, Amanda, additional beverages such as non-alcoholic ones are available to purchase at the Sunset Bar. It's limited to 80 guests, so get in on this and make sure you get your tickets now. The Sunset Bar and Lounge opens to reservation holders at 6 o'clock. The first beer pour is at 6:30. So go on Field Hall's website, find out more about that. And then also next Wednesday, this is very important, job seekers and employers, there is a Clown County Job Fair happening Wednesday at the Vern Burton Center in Port Angeles. They will have nearly 60 local employers, and it is a twice annual hiring event. This job fair is a chance for you to meet face-to-face and discover the future of your career. And employers out there, if you would like to register for a table, you can go to portangeles.org and click on events for more information. So again, next Wednesday at the Vern Burton, 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. See you there. That's my list of stuff.
Wow.
I know. It's a big list.
It's a very big list. Loving it. All right, we're getting into soup and cozy and fall season, which is my favorite in the entire world. I love fall. And when we come back from the break, we're going to be chatting with somebody who I got to know through this job because I was doing their ads, and she has become a friend who I absolutely adore. Mm-hmm. You hear her voice on the radio on her ads because she does such a beautiful job with them. Rachel Stork from Port Angeles Fine Arts Center is going to be here, and we're going to be talking about the Shadows fall festival that's happening up there. They do such incredible fun things.
Such a cool thing.
If you want to check out Webster's Woods the way it was intended to be seen, kind of, in the fall and in the dark and in the
Spooky.
spooky time, you're going to want to hear about this. So stick around. We've got lots more coming up for you on the Girl Friday Show here on KONP.
Hi, this is Tristan with Tri-State Roofing. We are celebrating the grand pre-opening in Sequim. We specialize in roofs, siding, gutters, patio covers, and doors. The best part, we got you covered with incredible financing. 0 down payment, 0 payments, and 0 interest for up to 18 months on approved credit. Experience the Tri-State way. We've got you covered 24/7. Call 253-ROOFING or tristate.pro.
Tri-State Roofing, we got you covered.
Attention all moms-to-be. North Olympic Healthcare Network's board-certified physicians specializing in family medicine with obstetrics are here to guide and support you on your pregnancy journey. We provide personalized, compassionate care focused on building a long-lasting relationship before, during, and after pregnancy. From pre-pregnancy planning to childbirth to primary care for your whole family, we're with you for the journey. To learn more, visit nohn-pa.org/obstetrics.
Support the arts and enjoy exclusive benefits by becoming a member of Field Arts and Events Hall. Your membership earns you early ticket access, invitations to members-only special events, and public recognition for your support. Membership starts at just $100 a year. Sign up before October 15th for early access to spring and summer 2025 shows. What are you waiting for? Learn more at fieldhallevents.org/membership.
Here's why voting yes on both the upcoming school levy and bond measures is easy. The levy pays for all sports, all music, most paraeducators, and supports core school operations. We've renewed it since the 60s, and it's critical. Now, the bond does not add extra taxes. It simply continues the plan. It's phase 2 of a disciplined 30-year plan to renew all our schools. So far, the plan is on time and on budget, so saying yes is easy. Paid for by Port Angeles Citizens for Education.
Come out to Olympic Game Farm. It's the home of the waving bears. Come out to Olympic Game Farm for some tender love and care. Now it's not impolite to stick out your tongue, considering the critters you'll be among. Come out to Olympic Game Farm. It's the home of the waving bears. The llama and the yak know you want to come back, and the tiger always gets a few stares. Come out to Olympic Game Farm. It's the home of the waving bears. Sugar. Oh, honey, honey. You are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you.
Can you guess the theme of today's show?
No idea.
Oh, sugar, sugar.
This National Cupcake Day. We have 3 candy girls in studio right now. I am your humble button pusher, Amanda Bacon, here with Stephanie Ray, the other half of the Girl Friday show. We're here most weeks.
Most weeks. And sometimes it's just half of us.
Sometimes
half a cupcake.
Sometimes neither one of us show up and we have to re-record the show.
So weird.
It's super fun. But we're joined with another Sugar in studio right now, my friend Rachel Stork, who is here to talk about the Port Angeles Fine Arts Center fantastical fall festival.
Yes, hello. Thank you for having me.
Do you like all those are the F words we can say on the FCC website.
Fantastic.
There
yes.
it is. That's another one. Yeah. So, Rachel, first of all, what is your involvement with the Fine Arts Center? I mean, I know, but tell the people.
Yes, so I am the Community Engagement Director for the Fine Arts Center. So essentially that's a lot of marketing and engagement.
That's right there in the title. Mm-hmm. I love it. What does the Fine Arts Center do on a daily basis? I mean, you guys have really cool things that happen throughout the year. And you have different, like we're going to talk about. But on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, let's say it's June 3rd. What am I going to find at Port Angeles Fine Arts Center?
Yes, so we do run a lot of different programming. So our mission really is to connect people to the arts and inspire the artist in every person. So we do that through fine art gallery exhibits. We do 4 to 5 each year. We have 3 outdoor festivals each year, adult and youth workshops, field trips, community conversations. So yeah, we're running a lot of different things so people can connect in whatever way makes sense for them.
And I know during COVID, you actually had this really cool thing because obviously you wanted to continue having people use the center. You actually were able to rent it for private things. And I thought that was so cool. I mean, do you guys still do anything like that?
So we do have some facility rental options. They're a little bit scaled back because it depends on what's in the gallery. We don't want you to, have a party and bump into a sculpture. So you have to time it a little bit.
So you've seen how coordinated my friends are. Gotcha.
Don't let Amanda in.
No. Bull in a china shop.
She is banned.
My picture's at the door. Do not trust this woman. How fun. Now, the Fine Arts Center actually has an interesting little tie to KONP. And do you know about that tie to KONP? So one of the founders of the Fine Arts Center all those years ago, right, was part of the KONP founding.
Yes. So,
Webster, wasn't...
So Charles Webster, the Webster family did run the Peninsula Daily News. And before that, I think it was it was a different name, but that newspaper. And so they were part of a lot of the press in town.
Yes, and they were a part of KONP when they first went on the air.
Amazing.
They helped get the FCC license and stuff.
That's a big deal.
I know
how hard FCC stuff is. Don't even go there.
That's another F word that's not allowed right now. But that is one of the reasons that we like to partner so much with the Fine Arts Centers, because you guys, we have a history together. So tell us about this festival coming up right now.
Yes, so we are getting ready for our Celebration of Shadows Fall Festival, which is tomorrow. This is our 4th year doing this festival, and it's a way for people to display their creativity through pumpkin carving. And we also bring in a special shadow-based performance. So different artists who have sort of shadow-based work is what we like to focus on for this festival.
Interesting. Now there's spooky stories. This is for the whole family though, right?
Yes, all ages. The festival is free also, so donations are appreciated. They help us keep going, but it's free. Anybody can come. Everybody's welcome. All ages. It won't be too spooky. Just
a
hint of spooky. Yeah.
It'll be spooky enough.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking before we went on the air that there's this thing called an atmospheric river that's headed our way, which, whatever. But you have already... Weatherology.
No.
You have already thought about that, thought ahead. So no matter what the weather is tomorrow, this event is still going... Tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rain or shine.
Waiting for Friday for so long, I wasn't sure what day it was. It's going to happen, rain or shine. And there's going to be stuff going on inside the building as well as stuff undercover. So this is still an event that people are going to want to come to.
Yes, absolutely. So first, I'd like to recognize that our crowd here is so hardy and wonderful. And we have had rain in the past for events and people still come out. We trust that you all are hardy and will wear your rain boots and your raincoats and come appropriately dressed.
Flip-flops, socks, and raincoat.
Yes.
Yep.
That's Washington.
But with the atmospheric river, we made some changes so that everybody can be comfortable. So our main performance will now be in the community playhouse building. So that will be inside.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's great to have them partner with us for this event.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have 3 different renditions of their show. So they're about 35 minutes long, so we'll do it kind of staggered. We'll have a big tent, and it will be enclosed for our activity stations. We'll have spooky stories inside the gallery, which is kind of fun because you'll be able to experience all the stuff in there as well. And then we'll still have a few things outdoors. The pumpkin walk, you can still walk through the trails and see everything, but, just bring your raincoat.
Are you going to have rafts, and did you dig a trench?
I'm doing that today. Yep.
I was going to say,
you've
you've got some hills back there. So, just dig a trench and rent some rafts.
Yes. So actually, we do have our new trail that just went in this summer. So it's more accessible and it's graded a little bit nicer. So this should be more accessible for people. And we will put out some stuff on the ground to keep you from slipping.
Now, for people who are just new to this or don't know about the Fine Arts Center and all of its spaces, we're talking about Webster Woods, which is attached to the center, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, and that's a really cool outdoor area that you have.
Yeah, it's really a specific place that we are really lucky to have because we have our beautiful gallery building, and then we have this trail of 5 acres of essentially woods, and we put sculpture in there so people can come and enjoy that anytime, and that's always free, and we really like to use that whenever we can to expose people to that.
Yeah. How fun. So we've mentioned that it's free. We've mentioned that it's fun. It's festive. It's fall something.
And we have a fabulous guest here telling us about it.
You guys are too good.
Well, once in a while, the elevator goes to the top floor. Rachel, I always enjoy partnering with you. You are a blast. I have gotten to know you a little bit over the last few years. And seriously, every time I get an email, it's like, it's time to talk about our next festival. I'm like, yes.
Another F word.
I know that she's going to come in and record the ad, and I'm going to get to talk to her, and we're going to get to dish. And I got to tell you, this girl comes in and does her ad in a take.
I love one-take wonders. I love them.
One singular take. Sometimes I'm mean and I'm like, just do it again because I want to spend more time with you. But one take. Rachel, you do great work for the community, and the Fine Arts Center is just such a cool place. And I really hope people, if they can't make it this weekend, I hope people get up to the Fine Arts Center and really see what you guys are all about, see what you're doing in the community, walk through Webster's Woods, and really kind of get a handle on this incredible, I don't want to say business because it's not, this incredible experience that Port Angeles has. I mean, we're really lucky to have you. When can people come up? If it's not this weekend, when can they visit the center?
So we are open for our gallery Thursdays through Sundays, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then any special events and workshops are listed on the website. You can check that out. And then one last plug is we'll also have pumpkin carving workshops and cranky workshops the morning of the festival.
Okay.
So that's earlier in the day.
Cranky workshops?
Explain that.
Yeah, because I cranky.
Please. I saw that on the I didn't even talk about it because I wanted you to explain it.
Yes. So our main performance this year is a group called the Cranky Factory. And crankies are these moving panoramas, and it's an art form that originated in 18th century Europe. So it's a story on a scroll that then gets rotated, and so you see the visual of that story as it moves through.
Cool.
So people
That's
will have
really
a chance
cool.
to make their own mini cranky. It'll be matchbox size, which is really cute.
That's so fun.
So that's one of our workshops tomorrow morning. So it's only $10 if you want to come in. It's all ages, so families are encouraged to bring everybody, and they can make their own and see how it works.
And then pumpkins?
And then pumpkin carving. Yep.
Okay.
We have 3 sessions of pumpkin carving.
And you have the
10 a.m.
pumpkins?
We have the pumpkins.
Great.
So if you pay for a ticket, that's going to include your pumpkin, tools, and instructions. We have a local artist, Tracy Beals, will be instructing if you want to, step up your game a little bit and learn something new.
You mean they're going to teach you how to do more than just triangles for eyes?
Yes, but of course you can do that if you want.
A professional.
We'll accept that.
A professional pumpkin carver. What a fun job.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. That's so cool.
There's a job fair happening next week, and I want that to be at the job fair. I want someone to be like, by the way, I'm going to teach you how to make crankies for a living. And be like, sign me up.
Sign me up.
Yeah, you're talking my language.
That's great.
Rachel, you're awesome. What time does it all start tomorrow?
So pumpkin starts at 10 a.m. for the first workshop. Cranky workshop, the first one's 11. But if you're coming just for the festival, it's 5 to 8 p.m.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to chat with you ladies.
Oh,
thank you for
we
being
adore you,
here.
Rachel. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to see if we can get Chef Michael on the phone. I'm just joking. We love him very much.
He's listening.
We're going to, I know, he's going to. I love him. We're going to see if we can get him on the phone, see if he's caught his breath from the Crab Fest, which was a phenomenal success, I understand. So stick around. We've got lots more of the Girl Friday show coming up. Thank you, Rachel. Make sure you go see the Port Angeles Fine Arts Center exhibit, and also go check out their really cool workshops tomorrow. That sounds like a hoot.
Hoot and what you did there.
A hoot and a holler. All right, we'll be right back.
Hey there, folks. I'm Jason Thompson, and this Friday I'm teaming up with some amazing local chefs to whip up something special for the Olympic Peninsula Fungi Festival. Sage from New Day Cafe and Toga from Toga Soup House, we're bringing you a night of delicious food that's sure to impress. We're kicking things off with a farmer's market salad. We're talking candied pepitas, manchego cheese, and wild roasted mushrooms. It's like a salad finally decided to dress up and show off. The Fungi Festival Friday night dinner continues with a lobster, mushroom, and rutabaga encroûte. That's a fancy puff pastry, folks. It's like the mushrooms decided to put on their Sunday best and join the feast. Then we're serving up seared coho salmon on saffron chanterelle risotto. To top it all off, we've got a mudwater-infused chocolate tart. So grab your tickets at opfungifestival.com and come down this Friday.
For the Washington State News Network, I'm Rob Francis. The United States Attorney for Eastern Washington has appointed Frida Zimmerman to be the elections officer for November's general election. Her job? To hear concerns about voters' rights, threats, and election fraud reports. Investigations will be handled by the U.S. Department of Justice. A new report that was commissioned by University President Anna Marie Cousset revealed students and staff alike at the University of Washington encountered anti-Semitic and Islamophobic treatment in the last 12 months post-Hamas's attack on Israel. It went on to say that UW failed to make sure that all were welcome as protests, tensions, and an encampment on the grounds unfolded. Data for the report was collected while the anti-Israel encampment was active. A Moses Lake woman is in jail after authorities say she kidnapped an infant and led deputies on a pursuit in a stolen police car while handcuffed near Warden Wednesday afternoon. The Grant County Sheriff's Office said 21-year-old Rita Lozano drove away from a residence in Warden in a stolen vehicle with a 2-month-old infant that was not hers.
The gal who took the vehicle was placed in handcuffs, put in the back of a Warden police car, and then was able to contort and get the handcuffs in front of her, got in the driver's seat, and then drove away in the Warden police car.
The infant was safely recovered. Lozano is facing charges of kidnapping, reckless endangerment, and car theft. For more on these stories and a number of others, download the WSNN mobile app. You can also visit our website, WashingtonStateNews.net.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
I taught for 20 years, until I started forgetting my lectures.
Eventually, he had to quit. Getting his early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard, but it gave us time to take control of the situation, together.
I can't imagine going through this without him.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. For more information, visit alz.org/time-to-talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast, brought to you by Olympic Game Farm. High at 55 this afternoon under overcast skies with a chance for isolated rain showers, winds out of the north, 8 to 15 miles per hour. Cloudy skies tonight, isolated rain showers likely, lows around 47. Overcast skies tomorrow, isolated rain showers likely, highs around 61. Upper 50s Sunday with heavy rain likely. Cooler Monday with highs in the low 50s and scattered showers possible. Taking a look at the extended forecast, 50 Tuesday, 51 Wednesday, and 53 on Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Right now, 52.
Step inside, walk this way, you and me, babe. Hey, hey! Yeah, we like a bomb, baby, come and get it on. Living like a lover with a radar phone. Looking like a tramp, like a video bam. Demolition woman, can I be your man?
Everybody now.
Pour some sugar on me.
Literally the best intro ever.
I thought it would be appropriate because
So good.
Chef Michael makes everything taste so sweet over at Kokopelli and Hook and Line.
Oh, that was the best. Hi, Chef Mike.
You all are having way too much fun, that's for sure.
Oh, man.
You're gonna have me rolling on the ground here.
But you have to admit, you were rocking out, weren't you?
I was. I grew up in the...
He stops
I was born in 62. Figure it out.
I love it.
You were rocking out to
Chef
them.
Michael, you have not grown up yet. So you may have come of age in the 80s and stuff, but you have not grown up, which is why we love you and why you fit in so well on the Girl Friday show. Well, first things first. First things first. Let's do a quick recap on the Crab Fest. I mean, my gosh, the insanity down there. There were so many people.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest takeaway I got just from talking to long-term, folks that have been going for years and years, and some of the vendors, especially outside the tent that have, been doing that festival for years and years was, and even like some of the security people that have been there multiple years, was that it was the best managed festival they'd ever seen. So
100%.
I mean,
Amen.
I heard that so much, and I just saw it again on Facebook this morning. So, kudos to Rose Thompson and that whole team and everybody, all the volunteers that helped put it together. And we personally, our fish and chip chowder deal, we did really well. It was one of the best for us ever. So.
I have to tell you, Chef Mike, I went to your booth, and of course, your guys took care of me, and I got to see Justin, and I was so happy. I love him. Once a year, I get to see him at your booth. And we got the seafood
I didn't
platter.
know you knew Justin.
Oh, he's my buddy. We went to a Seahawks game years ago together. He's a good friend of another friend. I just love him. But anyway, it was so great. Yeah. We got the seafood platter. My husband got it, actually. Shrimp, cod, halibut, slaw, and fries for $25. I have never had a plate that big that was that affordable. And we ate that. My husband and I both ate it for 2.5 days. 2.5 days. The fish was so big. There were so many shrimp, and I fought over the slaw with him, but it was incredible. You had, seriously the best food. I was actually jealous after the 2 days. I was like, I should have got that too. But it was amazing, and you always had a line there, and it went very quickly. Your staff was amazing, so thank you for that. That was great.
We kind of rocked it.
You did.
Looking up and down the other booths, and we moved it along pretty darn quickly.
You were the fastest. I went to a couple, and you were the fastest.
Well, now that that's over, what do we got going on at the restaurant now that you get to spend some more FaceTime with your restaurant?
Yeah, I mean we're still, especially on the weekends, still busy. It's a little slower during the weekdays. Highly recommend reservations. We still have fresh halibut, fresh salmon. Lots of local fresh salmon this time of year. Lots of fresh friggin' mushrooms since the, especially with the turn of the weather now. By the way, that weather forecast was rain, or it's gonna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty normal for that. We're just grateful we didn't get it last weekend. That was amazing.
Last weekend's weather was insane.
Yeah, very, very lucky. It was just beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 62 degrees on Saturday. Yeah.
We were walking around. We were walking around, and the boys were like, "Oh, we're going to take jackets. It's chilly." And I said, "Guys, it's going to be fine. You're going to warm up." "Oh, no, it's cool." They were sweating.
Carrying their jackets.
Yeah. I did not offer to carry them because I, of course, was right.
You told them.
I did. So what's...
Yeah, and the oysters this time of year are the best of the whole year because the water's cooling off, and and we have tons of fresh oysters and clams and mussels, and we're running filet mignon right now, and I think we're running risottos tonight. I don't know what we're switching to tomorrow, but I think the fresh sheet's changing tomorrow. So, and we're still blowing and going at Hook and Line as well.
Of course.
So here's the other thing that we like to bring up now in October is the catering and the Christmas parties that you can do. Do you still have availability if people wanted to hire you?
Yeah, I've got a couple weekend days in December still available, and lots of Sundays and weekdays, both for in-house catering and outside catering. And in case anybody doesn't know, we can do groups from 40 to 800, and people say, "Oh my gosh, that's just exaggerating." Well, no, because I have.
Yeah.
No, yeah, more than once. So.
Oh man, Chef Michael, you just are fantastic. Thank you for being part of this community, and I want to say a personal thank you. We had reservations last Friday, and you went in and you did put that it was VIP, and we were treated like royalty. I mean, we're always treated so well there, but it was just really extra special, and I just really appreciate that.
Yeah, it was nice seeing you with Mark. And was that Mark's friend or your friend?
Our mutual friend, yeah.
Oh, mutual friend, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys looked like you were having a great time. And
he was Mark's friend first, but
to see ya.
I've kidnapped him. He was Mark's friend first, but I've kidnapped him, yeah. Well,
all right.
Thank you so much, Chef Michael. We will chat with you again next week.
Okay, and dance in between the raindrops this weekend, all right?
You got it, babe.
Will.
All right, thank you, Chef.
Okay.
Thanks,
Have a great
Mike.
weekend. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, we have something big that we have forgotten to mention is that we have a big giveaway here in a few minutes. $50 gift card.
Yep, $50 gift card to either Angelus Millwork or Angelus Rentals. And, well, if you've been listening, the theme is sweets, cupcakes. So I have got some cupcake trivia.
Sweet, literally. Stick around. We've got lots more of the Girl Friday show coming up for you.
Enjoy all the colors of the season. Your enjoyment starts now with help from Airport Garden Center. Airport Garden Center opened for business in 1977 as a pet, plant, and feed store by Eldora and Floyd Matthews. The Matthews family are still loving storekeepers to this day. Their family is dedicated to providing your family quality service and products for a fun, rewarding pet and child-friendly shopping atmosphere. Are you looking for a special, unique gift? Airport Garden Center is proud to support locally sourced items such as Full Moon candles and Pacific Rain Shadow Farms handcrafted soap and Miss B apiary honey. Go to airportgarden.biz for current specials or just stop by. They love helping you plan next season by offering monthly special savings. Airport Garden Center, planting knowledge, growing gardeners since 1977.
With so many choices for deliveries, how convenient is it that you've got an option for the perfect cup of Joe too? Fogtown Coffee in Port Angeles delivers. We offer a no-cost delivery for orders to businesses of $20 or more within city limits. Call 360-504-3509 for delivery or download the Joe Coffee app. Just text coffee to 474747 and order ahead for store pickup. You can even schedule a specific time. Fogtown Coffee on Front Street, your front door coffee delivery headquarters.
Did you know that you could rent all or part of Field Arts and Events Hall for your next meeting, conference, or celebration? Field Hall offers multiple flexible and beautiful event spaces suitable for groups from 20 to 500. Our experienced team of professionals will make hosting your dream event easy. Visit fieldhallevents.org/rentals to request your free quote today.
Hey there, Don Reiling with Olympic Hot Tub. It's time for our annual Founders event. Our beneficiary this year is the Seattle Men's Chorus and Seattle Women's Chorus. During October, we'll donate a portion of every hot tub and swim spa purchase to the choruses. You'll commit to your own wellness and have a positive impact on the well-being of a terrific arts group at the same time. Learn more at olympichottub.com. Better you, better life.
Olympic Hot Tub.
Maybe like 3 other people, but that's it. Welcome back to the Girl Friday Show, brought to you each and every Friday by our friends at Hook and Line and Cocapelli. We just heard from Chef Michael. Also brought to us by our buddies over at Fogtown Coffee. I'm sipping on my cream de mint white chocolate mocha.
So good. You know what? Let me just tell you real quick. If you've never been to Fogtown Coffee, now is the day to
I'm
go.
sipping.
I know you are. Here. I am too. If you've never been there before and you would like to go over and try one of these delicious treats, go see them. They're located at 1105 East Front Street on the corner of Front and Chambers. Open 6 to 5 Monday through Saturday, 7 to 4 on Sundays. Of course, they've got their Facebook and Instagram pages with all their specials. You can get the swag, sweatshirts, the t-shirts, the beanies, cups. We have them all. Between the two of you, we have all their swag. Yeah. Pretty sure.
Yeah, we definitely
Pretty sure.
do. Mm-hmm.
And they were, of course, at the Crab Fest. They had toga soup at their booth and all of the yummy coffee drinks and bagels, all the good stuff.
And Rose was running around with her hair on fire.
So Rose was running around with her hair on fire, but Maddie was at the booth, and she was killing it. I went up and saw her. So thank you to all of them for their hard work at the festival, and, of course, Rose for running the festival. But go see them over at Fogtown. And, of course, they do free business deliveries within city limits Monday through Friday with a $20 order between 8 and 11 a.m.
Let's give away a prize.
Can we?
Yeah.
Pretty please?
Yeah.
Okay.
360-457-1450 is the number to call if you or anyone in your household have won in the last 60 days. You are ineligible. Any of our contests, not just the Girl Friday Show ones. So
any of them.
Any of them.
Okay. This is a really good prize. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. Get ready to call in. The question today is a very sweet one. I want to know who invented the cupcake and in what year? Who invented the cupcake and in what year? And just let me throw this out there for extra credit, bragging rights. What company first commercially produced and sold the cupcake? That's kind of easy, actually, if you think about it.
That part?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who invented the cupcake and in what year was it invented?
So do we have to have both?
Yes, please.
Oh, my stars. All right, Girl Friday Show.
1796.
And
Amelia Simmons.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Do you know who first commercially produced and sold the first cupcake? What company? Can you guess?
No, I don't.
Is it Amazon?
No.
No. Think of prepackaged cupcakes.
Betty Crocker.
No.
Prepackaged.
No.
Heinz.
This is in a store. Picture all the prepackaged sweets.
I don't get to go down the prepackaged sweet.
Little Debbie.
Oh, you're so close. It starts with an H.
Big Debbie.
Starts with an
Hostess.
Yeah, good job. Okay, you got the extra credit. Who's calling?
Rick Bradley.
Hi, Rick. You got it. We have a certificate here for Angelus Millwork or Hartnagels. It's waiting for you in our office, and you can pick it up in Monday through Friday before 4 p.m.
All right, perfect.
Awesome.
Nice job, Rick. Thanks for listening to the Girl Friday Show.
You bet.
And admitting it.
I listen every week.
Aw, thanks,
That's
Rick.
That's so sweet.
Aw. All right. Well, good luck and have a fun weekend.
You too.
Thanks.
Bye. Rick's going to go play with his tools this weekend.
He is. Maybe he'll rent something. Angelus Rentals, right? Right?
All right, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap things up. I do have an interesting thing to talk about if we have time.
Okay.
Because it's about whales.
Oh.
Ooh. That was my whale sound.
Bad.
Good God. Okay, we'll be right back.
Hi, my name's Randy Johnson, and I'm running for re-election as your District 2 County Commissioner. As your County Commissioner, I have worked hard on many challenges our community faces. I will continue to address issues such as affordable housing, childcare, Veterans Affairs, and economic development. I am honored to have served you since 2017, and I ask for your vote for re-election as Clallam County Commissioner, District 2.
Paid for by the committee to elect Randy Johnson for County Commissioner.
Crisp mornings, changing leaves, football, and pumpkin spice everything. It must be fall. At Callis Insurance, we are thankful for the community we live in and appreciate the trust our clients have placed in us. The greatest compliment from our clients is a referral of a family member or a friend. Callis Insurance, your local trusted insurance advisor. 360-452-2314. If you've got it, we protect it. Come visit us at 802 East 1st Street in Port Angeles.
The Co-op Farm and Garden in Sequim is ready to help you heat things up in your home. With free delivery on full pallets of fire logs or wood pellets. Now through the end of the month, the Clallam Co-op will deliver directly to you for free. Get free delivery between the two diamonds, Black Diamond and Diamond Point, that is. Call 683-4111 for all the details, or stop in and chat with a customer service rep today. This hot deal goes now through the end of the month, so don't wait.
KONP 1450 AM 101.7 and 101.3 FM, The Straight 102.1 FM, and Z104.9 FM, all part of Radio Pacific Incorporated, perform occasional contests over the air. Washington residents of Clallam and Jefferson counties are eligible to participate and may only win once every 60 days. Contest winners are responsible for all applicable local, state, and federal taxes. For complete station contest rules, visit our website at myclallamcounty.com.
Hey there, folks. I'm Jason Thompson, and this Friday I'm teaming up with some amazing local chefs to whip up something special for the Olympic Peninsula Fungi Festival. Sage from New Day Cafe and Toga from Toga Soup House, we're bringing you a night of delicious food that's sure to impress. We're kicking things off with a farmer's market salad. We're talking candied pepitas, manchego cheese, and wild roasted mushrooms. It's like a salad finally decided to dress up and show off. The Fungi Festival Friday night dinner continues with a lobster mushroom and rutabaga en croûte. That's a fancy puff pastry, folks. It's like the mushrooms decided to put on their Sunday best and join the feast. Then we're serving up seared coho salmon on saffron chanterelle risotto. To top it all off, we've got a mudwater-infused chocolate tart. So grab your tickets at opfungifestival.com and come down this Friday.
I got some troubles, but they won't last. I'm gonna lay right down here in the grass, and pretty soon all my troubles will pass, 'cause I'm in Sugar Town.
We're going to talk about needing some extra syllables. Wow. Have you ever heard this song?
Never.
Nancy
Sweet.
Sinatra.
It's very sweet.
Duh.
Sweetest voice.
'Cause I'm in Sugar Town.
16 syllables.
I think it's the same writer who wrote the Bill Withers song, I know. Welcome back to the Girl Friday show. We only have 3 minutes left on our day of fun.
Oh, wow.
How did that happen?
That's fast.
It did. Environmental authorities in Canada are trying to solve the mystery of unidentified white blobs that have been washing up on Newfoundland beaches. The white masses, which range in size from a coin to a dinner plate, started showing up on area beaches in September, and locals shared photos of the unidentified objects in the Beachcombers of Newfoundland and Labrador Facebook groups. Some suggest the blobs could be ambergris or another fluid originating from a whale. Which I was like, well, what's ambergris? She says out loud and Googled on Todd's computer. It's a rare waxy substance that comes from the intestines of sperm whales and is used in perfumery and other applications.
We're wearing stuff from whales that floats in the ocean in our perfume?
Real? It's formed when indigestible parts of squid bind together in a whale's intestines over many years. It's thought to protect the whale's internal organs from the sharp beaks of squid.
Ew. Ew.
It can sell up for up to $25 a gram, which is close to the price of platinum. A tennis ball sized piece of this can be worth thousands of dollars.
Wow.
So if you're out beachcombing,
who would have thunk?
I was afraid to look that word up.
I know you were. 100% I would have been too.
Yeah.
Who knew that we were wearing whale excrement in our perfume? But it sounds like it'd be spendier perfume, so I wouldn't have any of that. I wouldn't own that.
No.
I'll just wear the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
Gross, Amanda.
Thank you. I bring you the things that make you go, hey?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Not just, but...
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what, got any big plans for the weekend?
No, we're getting ready to go on our travels that we have planned for 2 weeks from now. But let's just say goodbye because you won't be here next week. It's Todd and I. It's Todd and I. So have a lovely time on your time away. Are we saying where you're going? We're just going to make that secret.
I don't know, but this kind of references it.
That's
Fun
it?
in the sun.
Oh, yeah. You're going. It's not just sun. Let me just tell you. That's an oven.
No, I'm very excited. Mom and I bought tickets. I surprised Mom last year in February with tickets to go to our family see him in Arizona. We were supposed to go for Thanksgiving. Mom ended up getting horrifically sick. Plans got canceled, and we are just now getting to use them. So these are tickets I bought in February of 2023. So
that is very exciting. We're going to miss you. I hope you have an amazing time, and I hope we don't talk to you.
I also hope I don't talk to you either. Not because I don't love you, but because
you're vacationing.
I'm working. All right. Thank you for joining us on the Girl Friday Show, brought to you each and every Friday by our friends at Hook and Line and also at Cocapelli. Also, thanks to our friends at Fogtown Coffee. Stephanie, I will see you in a week.
Yeah, you'll see me.
Yeah.
I won't be here the week after that. No more Girl Friday Show with us together for several weeks.
Wow.
I know.
Crazy.
I know.
All right. Have fun, everyone.
News, sports, and information for the North Olympic Peninsula. We're News Radio KONP, Port Angeles, Squim, a Radio Pacific station.
From ABC News, I'm Chuck Severson. Drone video of Israeli army troops cornering and killing Yahya Sinwar, the top leader of Hamas and Israel's most wanted man, has been released. It happened